If you have a Catholic Bible, you may be surprised with the extra books within the Old Testament as well as extra parts in Daniel and Ezra. So why aren't they in the Protestant Bible? Many Christians get very concerned about it and are confused on why this is the case, and some social media influencers like this guy use it to make already unneeded divisions between Christians, so I will settle it in this video. But to first address this false video by voice of no reason.
Is your Bible incomplete? If you have a Protestant Bible, yes it is. If you have a Protestant Bible, you are missing 7 entire books from the Old Testament. You are missing Tobit, Judith, Wisdom, Sirach, 1st and 2nd Maccabees, and Baruch. Yes, these 7 books of the Bible are absent in the vast majority of Protestant Bibles, especially if you have one that was printed after the 1830s, because in the 1830s, the British Bible Society started printing Bibles without these 7 books. Why? Because it was cheaper.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The debate around including the extra books and parts of Daniel and Ezra has been around even before the early church. To keep it short, it's not found in the Hebrew Bible, and the oldest copies of the Hebrew Bible, like the Dead Sea Scrolls, only contain certain fragments of Tobit and Sirach. The extra books are mainly from the Septuagint, which is a complete 100% Greek translation of the Bible and was only really considered rather than the Hebrew Bible, which excluded them because the church was open to non-Jews like Gentiles, and since they spoke Greek rather than Hebrew, the Septuagint was used, and as such it was included in the Catholic Bible. It is also worthy to mention that Saint Jerome, the man who translated the Bible to Latin, was hesitant to translate the Apocrypha, referring to the extra stuff, into the Bible, and advocated to use the Hebrew canon. However, due to pressure from the church, he had to include them because it's in the Septuagint. The reason why the extra stuff is not in the Hebrew Bible, however, is because the extra books were not known to have any Hebrew copies, and furthermore they may have had Greek Hellenistic influence which the Jewish rabbis were not fond of, so they didn't include them in their Hebrew Bible. During the Reformation, Martin Luther was made aware of these issues and such moved the books into an Apocrypha section, as he thought they were still decent books to learn something out of but were not divine, so they were not used by Protestants. Then in the 1800s the British Bible Society outright stopped funding the publishing of Bibles with the Apocrypha, not just because it's cheaper to produce, but because the Apocrypha was not used by Protestants and was therefore excess cost to print in the Bible. They wanted to decrease the cost to be able to print more Bibles for missionary work. So the TLDR of this is because the Jews thought the books were to Greek to be divine, so they don't use them, and many Protestants strictly follow the Hebrew Bible canon instead. Thanks for watching and please subscribe.